What is going down, everybody? Kraken MC here, and welcome back to Riverbend Rapids, episode 9. And from the thumbnail, if you couldn't tell, we're going to finish that build that we started last time. It was we're calling it a mini Sorcerer Cathedral. I don't know. Kind of sounded good. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know. but yeah, hopefully everybody had a good weekend. And Butter is already here, nudging at my hands and everything. Fun times. Okay. but yeah, hopefully you all had a good weekend. We had a very good weekend, actually. We were able to go out to eat with some family, and it was a good time. And then the rest of the day, Sassy and I just went to a bunch of stores and, just had some fun. We were doing a whole bunch of things that just we wanted to do, and we had a nice little Saturday planned. Name that if you can. If you know what that is, drop it in the comments. I'm curious. But then unfortunately on Sunday, Sassy wasn't feeling the greatest. So she was kind of down the whole day. She took a nap to try and feel a little better. I actually was able to get a little recording done while that was happening. So yeah, it's the good news of coming out of that, at least, is our recorded series. We are even closer. That's right. I'm still fine tuning some of the editing for that. And hopefully, I've even got a little recorded for the next. So I'm getting ahead a little, which is perfect, because I don't know if I'm actually going to have, enough time, every single week to be able to record and put it out. So if I get ahead a little, then I know for a fact I'm going to be able to keep up with that pace. Consistency, like I've said, is, one of my biggest keys with this entire YouTube thing. And I want to just make sure that anybody that does join in here, they know for a fact they're going to get somewhat consistent content. Obviously doing the best that I can with family life, full-time job, all of that. But we're getting there. We're doing things right, and the editing, it's just calm your judgment, okay, please. It's gonna be okay. It's not gonna be the greatest, but my take on this is excuse me, is go back and watch every YouTuber out there, watch their first videos, watch their first several videos. They're learning and they're growing, and eventually the skills get better and better, and that's what I'm trying to do, right? So that's the plan. So don't be judgy, okay? We'll get there. But that's kind of been my approach this whole time, is just go back, watch and fix little things here and there. And I don't know if you can tell anything, but the audio, I'm trying to fine tune and make the audio a little better. That's kind of my next hurdle to tackle, and at the same time editing. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. But I didn't do a ton on Riverbend Rapids in between streams, but I did a couple of stuff. You're not even really going to be able to notice too much, because a lot of it I was just kind of messing around and trying to figure out some things. But yeah, so yeah, hopefully you all had an absolutely fantastic weekend, and I hope you're having a great start to the week. Mondays are rough, everybody knows it, but here we are into Tuesday, and now we get to play some Minecraft, so that's good. So let's go over the hockey thing, right? I'm wearing my New York Rangers hat, and I'm wearing my New York Rangers jersey. This is their Winter Classic jersey from, I believe, 2012. I think that's, yeah, I think, yeah, 2012. So yeah, they only wore this jersey once. And I actually, yeah, there was a place that was selling just all kinds of jerseys. And we went there, and we got a couple, right? But some of the prices were outrageous. And I was eyeballing this jersey. And the price they had on it was, let's just say I wasn't going to spend that much. It was pretty ridiculous. But we kept going back. They ended up considering us a VIP, and it got to the point where they were just ready to get rid of everything. And I don't remember exactly, but I think we got this jersey for about 85% off what they were originally asking. In my opinion, that's a good deal, right? It's a really good deal. So pretty happy I got this one. I like that. That's kind of what I like to get, is rare, rare jerseys. They hadn't worn that much or something like that. But I also just want to have, a jersey for every team, which I don't have yet. Eventually we'll get there. But that's kind of my thought process on, hockey jerseys and stuff. So, all right. That's it. That's enough of the hockey. Unless you guys tell me you want to hear more, then absolutely we'll talk more hockey. Not a problem. The season is getting closer and closer to starting, and I'm so excited. But I do have my tee. I'm sporting the hot pink, coffee cup thing. I do have it ready to go. I think it's like hot as lava right now. So I'm not going to try it yet. But here pretty soon I will. Hopefully it cools down because I'm pretty thirsty. But anyways, that's enough chatting. And let's get in to some Minecraft. Let's just have some fun, right? So, hello. There we go. Hello. All right. That's enough. Okay, so as you can see, I didn't really do anything with this, right? Just kind of ready to go. The one thing that I have been doing is trading a lot. Yeah, I've been getting tons of emeralds. So basically, once we get these clerics in here, we will be good to go. We will get those guys leveled up quick. And then you can see I have a lot of copper aging everywhere, and unfortunately not too many. Yeah, 15 have oxidized so far. It's not good. I don't know exactly how many we're going to need for the roof, but it's definitely going to be more than 15. So we need all of this to oxidize fully. Spreading it apart, have an air gap between the blocks is the fastest way to oxidize your copper, and this is regular. This is the 3rd stage, and then what you saw in the chest there is the 4th stage, which is right here. This is the final stage of oxidization. So this is just regular copper block. Here's the 2nd, or the 1st stage, I guess, of oxidization, and then you go to this, and then you go to that, right? And you can keep it in any of these stages if you wax it, right? So you go up to a bee's nest, or a honey, what's it called, a bee's nest or a beehive, that's it. And you shear, you will get honeycomb. Now just, you can shear a nest or a hive and not get, bees attacking you or anything like that. But if you just walk up and you try and break it without silk touch, yeah, they're going to be mad at you. Very, very mad. And basically what I'm looking for right now is I could have swore. Yeah, there's a bee nest right here. Okay. The problem is that guy, he's not in it. We need him in it. But you can see the honey dripping down, and this is, you know, the bright yellow and everything. That shows this is full of honey. So you could bring shears over, come over, I think it's right click, and you get honeycomb from it. And with that honeycomb, you can wax your copper blocks, and you can keep it in that stage. If you ever want to, you know, take the wax off, you use an axe, right? And you just, I think, right click on the waxed block, and it'll unwax it. And that's actually a advancement, both of those, wax on, wax off. So yeah, there's that. There's a quick little tutorial about copper blocks. But yeah, other than that, you know, like I said, quite a bit of trading and everything else. And the main reason I've been doing the trading is to try and get the feather falling that we need on our boots. Unfortunately, we haven't done that yet, but we did get an identical pair of boots that we already have. So we've got a pair of backup boots. I couldn't bring myself to disenchant those. Protection 4, Depth Strider 3, Unbreaking 3. I mean, all we need is bending, and they're exactly what we're wearing right now. So yeah, I couldn't quite bring myself to disenchant those. So we've got those as a backup if we ever need them. Those are not oxidized. Okay. So obviously we're going to be working on this, but I did want to kind of talk a little bit about, you know, what to expect in the next few episodes. So first and foremost, there's a couple of reasons that we're building this, right? I already had this area prepared. I wanted something. I want to, you know, get our settlement, you know, fuller and fuller, you know, get a whole bunch more things going on. Obviously, we're eventually going to be getting into like smaller builds, right? And more villagers and stuff will have to go on down the river, which is perfect because that's what we're wanting to do. But there's another reason that I wanted to do this build here, and have clerics in it. And that is, well, one thing that I did do, and I'm leading up to it. I'm not trying to be dramatic, I swear. But so I did do a little bit of nether exploration, right? And I can show you real quick here. I was trying to find a different nether fortress. And at the same time, I was looking for a warp forest. And the reason that I was looking for a warp forest is, well, you know, pretty soon we're gonna want to go to the end, right? We want to find a stronghold, and you need ender pearls to do it. Well, eyes of ender, but ender pearls to make those. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to take a little time here, try and find a warp forest. I went up there, I went over where we were, and then eventually I was just like, okay, let's start carving away. And I started carving, you know, through this mountain, hit lava. So I kept carving, and as you can see, yep, we hit lava again. So I didn't have any kind of straight shot, but we did end up finding something, but it's not ideal, right? So there's going to be a reason why, you know, I didn't do anything else. I'll show you right here. Let's see. Okay. So then I turned again, and I was like, oh, okay, Basalt Delta, which I did dip my toes in there just so I can get the eventual hot tourist destination. And then I built this wall because hoglins kept coming over. See, there's one right there. Or no, that was a piglin, wasn't it? But hoglins kept coming up, so I built a wall to protect myself. Uh-oh. I don't even have my bow out. Hey, why didn't that go? That should have been a deflection. Come on, bro. Come on, come at me, bro. Boy, he's scared. Okay, but anyways, yeah. I found the warp forest, but that is pretty treacherous. Oh, he despawned as soon as I shot. Unbelievable. But yeah, as you can see, that's pretty far. I tried going up here. There's no way to like tunnel over. I did not even notice that. There's a bastion. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I didn't even notice that at all. There's another Soul Sand Valley. Start at one at least. But yeah, I kept thinking that's a long trek. It doesn't even look like that long or that big of a warp forest. So I was like, well, that's another reason why we need to get this Sorcerer Cathedral done, because we can just trade to get the Ender Pearls, right? So with all that being said, as far as now, we're going to be able to get the Ender Pearls once we get this done. We've already got the blaze rods. We've got the ability here very soon, hopefully by the end of today's episode, we have the ability to make Eyes of Ender. I'm thinking the next stream, we at least find the stronghold, right? I don't know if we're gonna have enough time to find the stronghold and defeat the dragon. I would really like to have feather falling. I'm not that good at the water bucket clutch. And in case the dragon flings us up in the air, it would be a lot better if we had feather falling. But it's not the end of the world, no matter what. Now, the one thing though, you know, why I'm saying we may find the stronghold and take down the dragon, or we may not, is strongholds typically, you know, spawn roughly 1,000, at least 1,000 blocks from 0, from spawn. But we're a couple thousand blocks away, right? I mean, we're almost 4,000 on the Z and 3,000 on the X. I don't know why I said Z, but it did. But so we're pretty far away from spawn, but we could be very close to a stronghold. So like, if we go on the adventure and it takes us 20 minutes to find it, okay, well, we'll raid the stronghold, and then we'll see, do we have enough time to take on the dragon? It's not like the dragon takes a long time to beat. So we'll just we'll see how it goes. Now the one downside to the next stream, it's kind of up in the air right now, as to whether the next stream will be Thursday or not. You know, like I've said all along, I want to maintain consistency the best that I can. And so far, we've had to change the time a little bit, a couple times, but we haven't had to miss, you know, 2 streams in a week. And I really want to keep that going, but it may not happen this week. We will see. Still have some things going on, family-wise, so we'll see what happens. I'll definitely, you know, put a post out there, letting everybody know, you know, if we're going to have a stream or not. But yeah, we'll kind of see how it goes. We'll crush that bridge when we get there. I think I said crush. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. But yeah, you know, we'll see. I will definitely let you guys know, but let's get going on this. I kind of have an idea, but then I kind of don't, if that makes sense. Yeah. So, kind of what I'm thinking, and, you know, anybody has any feedback or anything like that, let me know. But I'm kind of thinking, so the roof for this, it's going to be pretty simple, right? It's just going to be, you know, a basic A-frame type roof. And I'm going to do, I think, stone, like stone bricks and cracked stone bricks on the outside, like the edges of the roof. And then the rest is just going to be spruce. And then this, you know, we're going to have a tall, like, spire copper roof. That's kind of my idea. I think this will look really good. I think it will. I hope so. Now we need to figure out the floor, right? We did that, and we're gonna have our villagers in here. Probably have, like, I don't even know. Honestly, maybe keep it simple. One right here, one right here, and it'll kind of be a pain. We could put the third one here too. We might do that. I don't know. We'll see. But I need to figure out a floor. And I'm thinking stone, honestly. I think stone's going to be the best bet for that. I don't really want wood. So yeah, I think I've already convinced myself we're going to do wood. And, oh yeah. So I did AFK a little bit for more iron. And when I came up, there was a wandering trader, like, right there on the stairwell at the iron farm. And as soon as I opened up the fence gates there, the wandering trader came right in. The llamas got trapped, and they didn't. And one of the llamas decided to just hang out. He loved this block, and he kept getting up on it, jumping down, getting up on it, jumping down. He was trampling my carrots, and I got frustrated. So yes, we do have an unfortunate end to a llama's life. Hey, I've done good so far, so you can't, you know, hold that against me. Come on, what did I come over here for? I really don't know. I don't know. Maybe it was just to show that. I really don't know. All right, let's get some stone bricks. We got cracked. We got regular. That'll work perfect. Okay. So let's get this floor done. And thinking right here. Oops, I went way too deep. My bad. Get these in here. And then dang. All right. All right, here we go. Texturing time. Oh boy, I'm ready. There we go. I like it. And once we put all this in, yeah, that looks good. Good random texturing going on. I like it. It's as simple as that. There's like no planning, no effort. You just kind of place it, see what happens. I don't know. It works. Oh man. I'm telling you what. I need to get my sleep on track. My sleep schedule has been rough. Very rough. It was, I don't even know exact time. It was almost 4 a.m. when I finally fell asleep. last night, and I'm telling you, I'm tired of the lack of sleep. Oh, goodness. I don't like it. I want more sleep. Okay, we got a couple more oxidized blocks. And that one is too, okay. We're getting there. So hopefully, by the time we get to do the roof, we're not waiting around and adding a whole bunch of ugly blocks. Okay, so this side we can do our walls. Do we want it to continue to be deep slate? I don't think I do. Okay, I got an idea. And I don't know. Oh, by the way, all of this copper came from the mega copper vein we have. And it led me to discover 14 gold. 14 gold. That is all we have left. We are going to have to do a caving trip very soon. Very soon. Oh, goodness. What did I come... Wow. Okay. Hey, guy. Can you like start walking around with a notepad? I keep forgetting everything. Okay. What did I come in here for? Oh, yeah, that's it. Granite. And then I also wanted this. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. I may not like it, but I at least have an idea. Okay, we will let that cook up a little bit. And then, so I'm thinking we'll do this in granite and brick. And I think that'll actually break up the color very well. I don't want too many bricks. That might be good, actually. And then, I don't know, we'll do, just kind of randomize it. Oop. Yeah, that should be good. Yeah, that might be all right. I think that red, yeah, that red's it's gonna pop, and we'll have it keep going up. That's gonna look pretty good, I think. Hope. We got another one. Nice. Okay. And let's see if this texturing will look good, or will it stand out too much? And I just noticed I need windows. And I'm thinking that I will do actual windows there instead of, actually, you know what? Yeah, we might do fences, spruce fences. I think that'll look pretty good. Okay, we'll put those away for now. And let's grab some spruce fences. Might as well go grab these. I mean, it's a slow go. I just thought of it, or else I would have been cooking the clay balls for a while. Oh well. It happens. Okay, if we do that, I think that'll look good. And then I'm also thinking maybe one there. Yeah. And then like that. Okay. Yeah. I think that might look good. All right. Okay. That'll give me a second to drink my tea. It is still really hot, but it's good tea. Here we go. Okay. All right. While that's cooking up, let's take another pass, see if any more of these blocks have oxidized, so that we can at least be somewhat productive. You know what I might do, honestly? I think I might go ahead and put the villagers in. Yeah, I don't see why not. So, got one there and one there. And then we'll have I don't know, it doesn't really matter. We'll have one guy right there. Right? Villager, villager, villager. Will we be able to get past? That's the question. Probably not. So we might have to rethink this a little. I would just put them all down one side. We'll have one guy in the corner here. We'll have another guy there and another guy there. I don't see why not. Yeah, I think that'll work. All right, put that away. I need to grab a boat. Well, the boat's over there. That'll work. Grab a lead. And then I also need this and this. There we go. All right. So one thing I did want to kind of say, now that I'm doing the whole recording thing, I'm actually surprised at how much I enjoy it. Like, I'm really surprised, actually. I just kind of thought that I was like, oh man, you know, editing, all that's not gonna be a blast. But I actually really am enjoying it. I truly am. So I think that's gonna be a lot of fun, and hopefully you guys will be able to see that as well. Just how much fun we're having. All right, we need just 2 of you guys. There's one. Well, you know what? They took their time, and that's perfect. All right. Am I even going to be able to get over there? All these blocks I put in the way. I have no idea. And I can't get up that riding it. No. Okay. Come on. Come on, buddy. There we go. We got this. We got this. You know what we're doing? Kinda. Huh. I don't know where I'm going. Okay. Well, let's get you open. Oh, there we go. And let's get you in here. Maybe. Okay. So now, let's park you right here. Ow. Okay. We're good. All is well. Sleep real quick. And oops. We'll just use granite blocks for now. That'll work. Okay. Perfect. There you go. I love it. That was easy. Okay. So let's go get another one. Pretty simple. All right. Hopefully this guy is just as easy to get over there. Come on. You're right there. There you go. All right. Let's get him over in the next spot. And before I put him in there, I'm going to, because they're so close, I'm going to go ahead and get that guy locked in to the brewing stand that's right in front of him. Because if you don't do that and you got them like right next to each other, they could start, you know, wanting to pick and choose from, you know, whichever one. Like if I lay down another one for this guy, the other guy could pick it up, and then it can turn into a little bit of a headache. It's not anything game breaking, obviously, but it can definitely be frustrating. So I'm gonna get him at least locked in, and then we will. Okay, he's good. Then we will bring in the other guy. Okay. Here's your redstone. I love the fact we're going to be able to buy redstone and lapis. That is perfect. All right, there we go. He's locked in, so let's bring in the next one. Okay. We are going to... Nope, right there. Okay. Perfect. Ah. Oh, uh-oh. Jeez. Goodness. My goodness. All right. Well, that wasn't as easy as possible. All right, let's get this guy out. There you go. Perfect. And take your job. Okay. And we'll go ahead and get the other one. And hopefully he takes that job here soon. Alrighty. We are getting there. I don't know where I was going. Alright. Where's he at? Wait a minute. Yeah, okay. He's just chilling right there. There you go, buddy. Alright. Let's get him back over there. And then we're good to go on our cleric villagers. Love it. You know, it feels really good, you know, to get into, you know, closer and closer, getting into a situation where basically everything we want, we've got it right here, you know. Not everything, obviously, but a lot of it. So, oh, my goodness. get him over here. There we go. And he took the job. Perfect. And he's locked in. Nice. All right. Now let's get him into his spot. Hopefully we don't get stuck in a block like we did. Ow. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. Come on, let me out. Let me out. Come on. Nope. Okay. Come on. What is happening? Okay, fine. Alright. There's more than one way to do this. There we go. All right, buddy. Now you take the job. Put that back. All right, he's gonna take that job very soon. It's gonna happen. We can put these fence gates back. All right. Let's check on our clay. See if it's done cooking, or did we run out? Okay, perfect. It's not a ton of bricks. We're probably gonna have to cook more. And I don't even know if we have enough coal for that. Oh, goodness. There we go. Oh. There we go. All right. That looks pretty good. Now we have to figure something out to do right here. I haven't quite figured that out, but we will. Now we got to figure out, I'm thinking we need to go ahead, well, we need to do this next level, so we need to figure out what we're going to do right there on top of that. Yeah, you took the job. So I'm thinking, ooh, thank you. I'm thinking we go ahead and we level these guys up first. And we're at level 30. Need more emeralds. We can try and enchant one more time. All right. Glowstone. Okay. I don't really use glowstone that much. Oh, that took a lot of emeralds. Okay. It's alright. You can always get more. Alright. What do you guys got? There we go. Perfect. Ender pearls. Alright. These guys, it's just going to take a little while to get them all leveled up. And that's fine. That's fine. We don't need it to happen anytime soon. Look at that. We got 6. 6 ender pearls. We might as well go ahead and get a few more. This guy will at least be maxed out. So, that's what they offer. Bottles of enchanting. Now, obviously, we still need to cure these guys, right? And get even better discounts. But I mean, we've got 18 ender pearls right now. That is perfect. We have enough ender pearls to make the Eyes of Ender to find the stronghold. I usually like to take about 18. I don't know why. It's kind of a, you know, rounded number in a way. And I don't know. You never know how many of the actual Eyes of Ender are in the portal. So I always like to have plenty just in case I need all of them, but also I get unlucky and I break a whole bunch on my way to the stronghold. So yeah, I always think like 18, that's a good number. I think it works. I don't know. It's at least my logic for it. Oh man. All right. Get more of this copper. I heard a splash. It looks dark. Is that? No? Okay. I like it. I don't want mobs spawning and wrecking anybody. Alright. Sleep. And then I need to figure out what to do up there. But we also need a door. And I don't know what kind of door I want. Well, I think I do know what kind of door I want. It's just not a possibility right now. So we're gonna put a spruce in for now, I think. I want a mangrove door. It'll, you know, kind of match the red, but we unfortunately don't have that right now. All right. So you guys are protected from, well, almost all the elements. I will get a roof. I promise. So we're going to smooth out in here a little. And I don't really know what we're going to do with this. It's just going to be a little, I don't know. I have a chandelier coming down maybe. I really don't know. I'm thinking right there we have like stone accents. Yeah, that might work. Okay. Yeah. All right, let's grab some stone. And since I don't exactly know what I'm going to be doing, yeah, we're just going to take the stone cutter up with us. And I need to put those trapdoors away. And the slabs. Oops. Can't get out of the door. Alrighty. I meant to grab building blocks. For like scaffolding like this. I didn't do it. I didn't grab it. And I didn't grab the stone cutter like I wanted to. Goodness gracious. Okay. Alright. I'm thinking maybe something as simple as this. No idea how many I need. I don't know. I think that might work. You know, I knew I needed one more and I didn't even grab it. Oh well. What can you do? Nope, anymore. I have no idea how many I would need. So I'm thinking maybe we go ahead and we get the roof started. Now, how do I want to do this? We need the deep slate. I think we need the deep... Wow, let me try that again. I think we need the deep slate first. And I missed. Okay. Okay, let's do that. Let's go grab that stair. Alright. Let's do the deep slate. That way I don't get all confused in my mind. And we need... I don't know. That might be enough. We'll see. Alright, let's bring that out. That one in, that one there. Perfect. We'll do that one. Just kind of alternate a little to mix it up. And that's perfect. Now we'll do that. That is what I did all the way around, right? Yeah. Yeah. Perfect. All right. Now we need the birch fences. And that'll go here. And I forgot that one. Oops. Did that connect right? It did. All right. Okay. All right. So now that we get that, we got to figure out the route. And I don't really know how I want to do this. I'm thinking we do something simple, right? We have it like that. So it also means that and like that. And just a very simple A-frame roof coming out. So let me grab... I need to grab some more stairs. I think I had some stone stairs, but I also need regular stone to make more. Now let's figure this out here. Okay, we got some... We'll go ahead and just... That's plenty. The majority of this is going to be spruce. We might have it overgrown, just like we had the other. We will see. Okay. So let's do this, 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 and this. There we go. If I could place blocks right. I want to come out one more. Yep. That's perfect. Okay. And we'll do the same here. There we go. All right, the rest is going to be spruce except when we get to the top of this. So we're trying to keep this as simple as possible. All right, let me get spruce. And you know what? I am going to go ahead and cook up more brick. I just don't think we have enough. We probably do, to be honest. I mean, it's a pretty small area. It's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know. Okay. And let's go ahead and cook this up. Alright. And we will go ahead and make all these stairs. May not be enough, but that's fine. All right. Okay. And what I'm gonna do is upside down, upside down. And I don't know what to do right there. I might have to rethink this. Dang. I fell down. Alright. Alright. I think this one too, yeah. Is that gonna look weird? I don't know. Thinking. Alright. So if I do that, that. You'd be able to see? Yeah. Okay. Thinking of how to make this look right. Okay. We'll pretend that's not there. There we go. And then same thing with this. Just go ahead, do that. And then we'll go back to doing it like this. And then we'll have a solid block here. Yeah, I think that'll work. We'll go ahead and do all this. That'll help kind of smooth it off. That way we, you know, it's just less that we have to do later. We'll do this. Yeah. And just keep it a-going. Okay. And we did that. There we go. And do we have enough? I think we do. I think. And there. Okay, so that is one side. I need to grab some spruce logs. Do we have any more in here? Nope. Okay. That's not a problem. All right. Let's get in here. And we want to go... Oh. Oh boy. Sorry guys, that was rough. Right. Oh. Dang. Alright. See, I think we need to do this too. I think we need to do a full block here. No. You know what? I don't know. See how it looks here in a second. Can't get out. Okay, that doesn't look that good. Here, we need to figure something else out for that. You know, I wonder if it's something as simple as... I wonder if it's something as simple as this. Well, I don't know. Thinking more and more about this. Yeah. I don't think there's a way to get this to look any better. My butter is absolutely freaking out. No. Alright, we'll figure something out there here in a second. But I want to get the rest of this up. Dang. Can't climb blocks, I can't jump, I can't do anything. I'll have to build that in. That's okay. Alright. Let's do this. Alright, we'll do that. We'll do that. And then... Alright, perfect. We'll do the same thing over here. Alright. Perfect. And let's do the spruce. Get those in there. Which I think we're gonna run out, but that's okay. Yep, we don't have enough. And then I fell. Goodness gracious. Okay. Let's get... We don't need a ton. Oh, we need more than that. Can't craft. Alright. Okay. I didn't want it to despawn. Alright. Oh man, I should have grabbed stone blocks, slabs to do the top. That's alright. I think all we need is slabs. Okay. We need more stone. Alright. Just take all stack, why not? We definitely don't need that whole stack, but it'll be alright. That's still probably too much. That's alright. Okay. There we go. Okay. So, see, it looks very weird right now, but we'll get it. Oh man, bamboo. And I think once we like break this up, it'll look pretty good. Right now it looks pretty stout, right? It's like a very stout roof. But once we build this up a little bit more, I think we'll be all right. Because I think I'm going to change this. I think that's the issue that I'm seeing. Do that. Let's put this stuff away. Don't need... I don't even really know what I need here. Yeah. I think that's what I want to do. That's the wrong way, isn't it? Dang, going it. Alright. And we'll put that there. Put this one there. There we go. And then kind of help with the circular-ish look to this. And I think, well, hello. How are you? Okay. I know it looks really weird right now. Just, it will get there. Yeah. I'm wondering if I want that stone right there. I don't know. What was I doing? Oh, yeah. Let's check on our bricks. See how they're doing. We did not run out of coal. That's a good thing. Goodness. Alright. Get some sleep. Alright. Now I think it's time to do the walls up there, and that'll give us a little bit more of an idea as far as, you know, what more adjustments we're going to need to make on this, because I don't like that block, so I might get rid of both, actually. All right, we need... Oh. Wind. There we go. Alright, I'm thinking we get rid of that. Oh. I failed. And then need more granite. It's a window. No, it's not. No, I got it. Fell straight down, but I got it. All right. Let's get more granite here real quick. What am I doing? I don't have any granite. We gotta mine it up. All right. Right. This is also gonna open up more copper for us. That's awesome. Any more future projects with a bunch of copper? That'll help. I mean, this is more than enough, right? It's gotta be. Hello, how are you? Hope you all are doing well. Hope you're doing well. I am very tired, so I apologize if I seem a little out of it. I didn't get to sleep till, I don't know, it was sometime almost 4. So feeling a little sluggish today, so I apologize. Hopefully that answers your question there. I'm good, but I'm tired. There. About there, there, and there. It's good. Alright. Windows in here. And then, no. And here I am. Not even thinking about windows yet again. Alright, there we go. Okay, we are getting there. Let's see. When did I start the stream? Started at 4. Started at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's my typical start time every Tuesday and Thursday. But like I was saying earlier, I don't know if I'm actually gonna be streaming this Thursday. We'll see. Got some things going on, so we will see. But no matter what, we'll make it up at some point if I can. I'll definitely put a community post. All right. This is starting to look okay. I need... Do I have any texture packs? No, I don't run any texture packs. I run a few mods. But they're mainly like quality of life mods, right? So I've got free cam, but I turn off collisions so I don't clip through blocks and cheat. See, I can't. So I do have Zoomify. I run sodium and lithium. This is fabric. And I mainly do that just for optimization. I do have some shaders. I don't use them on this world. For the upcoming hardcore recorded series, I will be using shaders there. And I think what I'm using is the can't remember, complementary reimagined, maybe. I'll double check that. Well, we can do it right now. Hang on. I just noticed I forgot to put the fences in here. A couple other mods that I run. I do have the armor stand mod, so you can do, you know, some armor stand magic. I've actually never done anything with it, but you know, hey, we at least got it. And then I have the toggleable item frames, so we can turn the item frames on and off. Let's see, options, shaders. Yeah, complementary reimagine. That's the one that I run the most. The rest of these, they're good. But I like the way the complementary reimagine looks the best, I think. Get yourself a totem of dying. Yes, absolutely. And that's some things, like, I usually like to challenge myself in a way. So I'll do random stuff, like, you know, I'll create a new world, and this is before I was did anything on YouTube, but you know, I would just be like, okay, I'm gonna start a world that I don't kill anything, right? No, you do not kill cows, sheep, nothing. And that does bring a serious extra challenge, you know, trying to get bookshelves and stuff like that. But for the hardcore world, I haven't decided if I'm going to use or allow myself to use totems or not. I don't know. Obviously, I want the world to go as long as I can, so I probably should. But I don't know. We'll see. I put all my logs away. Do I play any SMPs? I do not. My youngest son has a server. I'll play on there every now and then technically I have a server, but I don't play on it. I think it's running up here in just a couple of days, actually. I just got tired of it, but no, I all my time is filled up with now this world and the hardcore world. So yeah. All right, what did I do? All right, how did I make this go? We want right there. Is that right? No, wait. What am I doing? Okay. Yeah. I'm not gonna give out any names. Oh, I missed a block. Hope you understand that, but I'm not giving out any names. I need granite. There we go. Just one. That's all I need. Alright. Oh, man. Can't place anything. Alright. No, you're good. You're good. And just, you never know, you know. Never know what kind of people are out there. Gotta be safe. Alright. I don't know if I want that up one more block or maybe. Let's take a look. Yeah, definitely one more, I think. wondering, on this roof, and I think I want this. Would you ever play Donut SMP? I have no idea what that is. Basically, the only SMP that I've ever heard of is Hermitcraft. That's about it. Yeah. Then open. And I don't know. I gotta think about this. Okay. One block did I need? Completely forgot that quick. Alright, let's do that. Do that and that. An SMP is a PvP server and a making money in that server. Probably not, if I'm gonna be honest. I'm more of a vanilla Minecraft type person. It's just kind of what I've enjoyed playing over my time in Minecraft. So it's not like I have anything against it or anything like that. It's not exactly, you know, what I would enjoy, right? Like, I even barely played Bed Wars, honestly. Like, I didn't really enjoy it that much. I don't know. It's just, that might look weird. Never been my cup of tea for some reason, and I don't know why. Probably the fact that I don't know, I played so many first-person shooters for the longest time, and I'm so sick of them now, and I don't know why. And maybe, like, PvP is, like first-person shooter to me or something. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know if this is actually gonna look good or not. I have no idea. No idea. All right. Let's see. It's just a very harsh edge. Can't talk. I don't know. It's okay. Everyone has their own opinion. Yeah. You know, and that's, I'm not going to judge anybody for, you know, what they want to play, and I don't know, it's just everybody has their own enjoyments, you know. I think my biggest problem with this is the fact that the granite and red brick, it's so flat. I think that's what's really bothering me. If we get like some depth on here, I'm thinking maybe like shutter type things. I think that might help. I mean, that would completely block the granite and brick, but I think something needs to happen. I might, maybe even leaves. I don't know. I think that's my biggest issue with this build so far. I don't know. I wanted it to be a little different, but I don't know. I don't know if I actually like it so far. I hope it's not one of those I'm gonna end up tearing it all down and rebuilding, but I've done it before. and I'll probably do it again at some point in my life, so. Oh, that better? Yeah. It just looked awkward with like that. Very awkward. All right. Dang. Okay. All right. How long did I play in your world? If you're talking the server that I had, I don't know, maybe a year, something like that. I had several, you know, decent sized builds and things. I had a whole settlement with, you know, buildings and stuff for every single villager job. You know, every one of them had villagers in it with trading individual jobs, all the individual jobs that they have. And built like this huge house that just looked weird around the rest of it. And then I just started building in random spots everywhere. But I did have quite a few good farms on that world. Obviously I spent the most time on that world getting a wither skeleton farm, placing 50,000 buttons. That's always fun. But I do have a long-term world that I still have. It's a single player, and I've had that for probably about 3 years, almost 3 years maybe. And I've updated it along the way, pruned some chunks, things like that. But I really haven't played on that much in the past year, pretty much. So, but now it's basically just this world that, you know, I play every Tuesday and Thursday on the streams, and then I'll do a little bit of work in between. And then lately, the hardcore series that hopefully, kind of hoping maybe next week that will release and debut our recorded series. So, all right, something's off, right? What is it? It's that, isn't it? Yeah, okay, that's what it is. All right, no problem. Just kind of thinking, sorry, what I actually want to do right now. Let's do that. Let's go ahead and get the rest of those up. Maybe I'll start feeling a little better about this build. As of right now, I'm not feeling the greatest about it. I won't be able to jump back. All right. Do that. Let's do that. It's the wrong way. Okay. Let's do that. That and that. There. Oh, that one's wrong. Okay. Okay. So now that I got that done, I have to go soon because my phone is low battery. Not a problem. Not a problem at all. Thanks for stopping in. Much appreciated. And you know, if you ever do want to go back and watch any more or anything like that, it's you know, it's always out there as a VOD. And oh, sorry, when are you ending the stream? Oh, sorry, I missed that one. We're gonna be stopping here in just a little bit, actually. I usually go until 6, but I will just go ahead and say it that with how I'm feeling, how drained I feel from, you know, lack of sleep for the last several nights. I can even feel it in my voice. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but it feels like my voice is kind of getting strained a little bit. So yeah, I'm probably going to be ending the stream here in just a couple of minutes. And then we'll see. I will let everybody know in a community post. So if you're subscribed, you know, you'll see it there that if I'm going to be streaming Thursday or not. Got some family things going on, and we'll see. We'll see if I'm going to be streaming Thursday. See ya. You have a good one. All right. Well, it's getting there, right? Looks really cool from this angle. Yeah, I think once we get the roof on, and then I'm thinking from the original village bell, I'm thinking of hanging it right there. I think that'd be pretty cool. So, yeah, let's get the last of what's oxidized. And we will go ahead, and I think I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up the stream. Yeah, those haven't oxidized yet. All right, sleep here. All right, I think that's a good place. All right, thank you very much for tuning in. I do apologize about cutting a little short, about 20 minutes short. But yeah, hopefully I can get on my a better sleep pattern than what I've been going through here lately. So I will let you know about Thursday's stream, and yeah, I think that's going to do it for today's stream. So thank you very, very much once again. I hope you have a great rest of your evening, a great couple of days, and you know, keep an eye out for that post. I'll let you know if we're going to be streaming Thursday or not. But yeah, I think that's going to be it. So be good, have fun, be good to each other, be nice. Okay, we'll see you.